Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room this weekend. I thought I would go ahead and do some work with the Happiness Surround stamp set. This one is only available until the end of the month. Stampin' Up! Is having a special. Right here, I've shown it on some other videos. The Snowflake Showcase right here. This is exclusive product. There's not a bundle, guys, which I really like that because you can order what you want. We have the Snow is Glistening stamp set. Today we're going to use the Happiness Surround stamp set. And we have the Snowflake Trinkets, the Snowfall Thinlet dies, and the White Velvet Sheets. I paired this with the Buffalo Check stamp set. Now, if you are a customer of mine or a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or a downline, if you're a customer, you have to spend $25 at my Stampin' Up! Online store at StampinInTheValley.com. Just click on that big blue button and you can shop my online store. But I send these 2 free card kits. I have run into a little bit of a problem this month. I have completely run out already, and it's only the 10th, I can't believe it, of this paper and my Mrs. Santa's. I've placed an order, but this is on back order. This paper that is the Santa signpost is on back order until the end of the month. So I will be getting your card kits to you, but they will be a little late. If you order from me, you're still going to get these card kits. I've placed the order. I just have to wait for the back order to come in. But these are still the card kits for the month, and you will be getting them like a little late. So I apologize for that. I did not realize that it was going to go on back order. So kind of out of my control, but I need to apologize for that. I'm really, really sorry about that. I did not want to alter this design. I could have maybe used something else, but when I started looking at it, and I was going to put like Santa Claus here, but he's bigger, I really didn't like it, guys, and I want you to have a good kit to play with. So if you will please have patience with me this month, you will receive your card kits. They're just going to be a little late. I've been able to mail out a few, and I'm caught up with all of my orders, and I've been able to mail out a few to my Paper Pumpkin or my downline people. But I am completely out of this right here, and I love that stripe on this card. I was going to flip one and do some candy canes. It doesn't do it right. It just doesn't. And I love Mrs. Santa the best on this card. Not that I don't love Santa Claus and the elves. I've tried them, and I'm not happy with it. And I'm not going to send you anything that I am not happy with. So if you will please have patience with me, I apologize. I'll keep saying that your free card kits are coming. They're going to be late. This is on back order. If you guys love the Santa signpost, this is the second time that this paper has been on back order. So if you guys love it, and want to stock up on it, it's the favorite of the whole year. This whole suite is the Santa signpost. It seems to be the #1 favorite in the entire holiday catalog, which I'm so happy for that. I love it, and I wanted to give you guys a chance to play with it before you ordered something, is why I chose to do that this month. But like I said, I've run into a little glitch. It's the first time it's ever happened, but we're going to work through it. And don't worry, you will get your card kits, okay? So I just wanted to tell you guys that. The other thing is, if you order the ALPINE Adventure Bundle, here are the 2 free card kits. There's a tutorial right under here to tell you all about how to receive these. There's also an exclusive video that comes to you for this ALPINE Adventure Bundle. It's not in my YouTube channel. This is exclusive if you order the bundle. And the card video is more like a card class. I call it Kickstart to Your Bundle. It helps you to use your product. So with all of that being out of the way, we are going to go ahead, and this stamp set, Happiness Surrounds, is only available until supplies last or until the end of the month. That's it. That's the thing about all of these right here, guys. The Snow is Glistening, the Happiness Surrounds, the Snowflake Trinkets, Snowfall Thinlet dies, which I love, and the White Velvet Sheets, only available until the end of the month. So we're coming to the middle of it. But remember, if you order from me, your card kits will be a little bit late. I so apologize. I used the Buffalo Check with this card. I absolutely I can't do enough with this buffalo check. It's such a great background stamp, just fantastic. And I love Bermuda Bay. I love this kind of turquoisey blue. So this is what we're going to do in just a moment. And I put the Hello Friend in, let's see, what did I use there? I think I used Poppy Parade on that. And that's a nice little accent, just one little accent color. And then when you open it up, it says, surround yourself with happiness. One of my favorite sayings. And I love that stamp set for having that saying in it. Surround yourself with happiness. I know when I retire and I work with you guys then every day in this craft room, not only now on the weekends am I surrounding myself with happiness with you guys, but in about hopefully 21 or 22 months when I retire and get to do this full time, we will be surrounded with happiness every single day, and that will make me just so happy. I'll be back in a moment and we'll start to put this card together. With the buffalo check, I'm going to use the Stamparatus. I've cut some grid paper here at 7 by 7 so that I could see my inch lines on the sides right there and on the bottom, on the side and the bottom. But we now have some grid paper that is just for the Stamparatus. It's a Stamparatus accessory, and I just haven't ordered it yet, to tell you the truth. I just have not gotten around to ordering it. I'm going to scooch this up just a little bit. These magnets are so, whew, they didn't even grab my camera. Okay, so I want this all the way in the corner. All right, now this piece of Whisper White is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to secure down just the grid paper. Now, you can, to this on the back, you could add a little bit of snail if you wanted to, or some double-sided tape to hold it down. I'm not going to. Because there's grid paper, I like to use the little boxes. And I took my piece of paper and I just marked it with a pencil. See right there? And right here. Now, we are doing this piece a little oversized because really we're going to cut it down to 5 by 3 3/4. But I wanted to do this whole piece and then cut it down. I thought it looked great. So what I did was I lined my paper up on the grid. Okay, in the corners here and here. And then I took a pencil and I just marked my boxes in all 4 corners. Because when you stamp this, it's probably going to lift up. And then you just take it and put it in your corner, in those boxes, right in the corners. And you are completely lined up to bring it back over and stamp again. Okay? Very, very simple. So with that being said, I'm just going to leave this like this. And I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay. I still have the old style ink pad. If you order Bermuda Bay, it'll come in the new classic pad, which is beautiful. And I'm going to ink this up. I'm in the process of replacing all of my ink. So like every month with an order now, I get an ink pad and I just replace it. I've gotten a lot done. I just haven't gotten to this color section yet. All right. So we're going to go ahead and ink that up nicely with our Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to bring it over, and it's oversized, and even oversized with that paper. Remember, we're going to cut that paper back, and I'm going to press this down, and now I know it's going to bring my paper with it, and I'm just going to take a finger and pop it under there and pick it up. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, we didn't get it all, but that's okay. So I'm going to put it down again where my boxes are, just like that, lining it up in the grid and along with my pencil marks. All right, so that's just nice right there. Whoop, and my fingers moved it. So just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay again. I just didn't press it on the bottom. I could see where I left ink. I just didn't press it down there as well as I probably should have. But when you have the Stamparatus, very simple. just ink it up again. And I just tap it down and up. And you can look over at your stamp at where the ink is and maybe where it's not, and just kind of tap it and add it. So much fun to use. I love interactive things, so I find it very fun to use. The other thing that I want to show you is I've got the box underneath here. This way when I do press with my pad, I have a solid surface that I'm on. So that's another thing that you need to do. Okay, I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to press again. Just like that. And it's going to come up with me, and then we're just going to take a fingernail under a corner and pick it up. That is perfect. That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to take this and move it aside. This is the perfect time. If you wanted to, a chamois would be great for the ink on that. But I'm just going to move it aside. I'll clean it in a few minutes, and I'll move this out of the way also. I'm going to bring in my foam mat because we are on photopolymer, and we're going to use our Bermuda Bay. And here I have our Poppy Parade, and this is the new ink pads. They open like a compact. Just flip them open, slide. Very simple. No big deal. Okay, so we do nothing to this piece. I'm going to cut this back, and I'll be back on camera with that in just a little bit. But right now we want to finish all of our stamping. So I'm going to bring in this piece right here of cardstock, and let's see, what did I measure that at? Let me get my, because this held that stitched framelit, so it's basically 3 1/4. Okay, so it is a good size for this stitched framelit. I am using, and these are my go-tos, the layering circle framelits and the stitched framelits. Love them, and I love the layering ones in the squares and the ovals also, but I use the circle because of this. So I picked this stamp from our Happiness Surrounds, and I'm going to ink it up with Bermuda Bay, just like that. And I'm just going to stamp it here, maybe just a little bit more, making sure it's even. Good. I'm going to stamp it here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect with the foam mat. Do you guys see that? Very beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay, now this is a really tight cut. So when you get it over to the big shot, you really want to kind of line it up and look at your little dots right there. All right, look at those dots and make sure that you can see them. And then I'm going to run that through the big shot. So we're going to put that aside. I'm going to bring in the inside of the card. This is regular Whisper White at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. There is a measurement list over at stampinginthevalley.com. And guys, I have to admit, I have not been keeping up a little bit with my admin work over there. I'm still a little behind from last weekend, but I'll get it. And so, but there'll be a measurement list of all the, cardstock that I use with the measurements, and then you will see a printed list of everything that I use for this card over there at stampinginthevalley.com. So I'm going to use this little line of, I don't know what you want to call those. Like, they look like little flowers to me. Kind of a border. And I'm going to put this at the bottom. And then I'm going to tap it again in the Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to put it at the top. I'll pull this down so I could see it. Right there. Now my inside sentiment is my favorite one. Surround yourself with happiness. Oh my goodness. I love that. And you guys know when I'm in this craft room, I'm surrounded by all of this Stampin' Up stuff and just you guys and happiness all the way around. Oh, remember, I'm going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow at 3, Facebook Live. So you might want to tune into my Facebook channel. So there's the inside of that. Watch that. Now I'm going to just move this aside for just a moment and put a little bit of the card together. Our base is Bermuda Bay, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. It opens like that. I'm going to go ahead and put our inside piece in with some snail, because everything's flat and not embossed. You're good to go with some inline adhesive like this. I am just uploading. Oh, did you see that that was upside down? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to put this in like this. I am uploading the video right now as we speak of the Facebook Live from last weekend. I made a snowflake out of DSP. So it will be up on the channel before this one will be, but I hope that if you don't see it, if you'll click down there and watch it, that would be fantastic. I think you'll enjoy it. Nice little project. So now I'm going to put my smoky slate here on the front of my card. And it's just a straight piece. It's 5 1/4 by 4. It's not embossed, it's just flat. And we just want it to kind of pull away that Bermuda Bay. It is a bold color. So when you do put, I got that just a little crooked, let's see if we, so when we do put our layer on there with our buffalo check, we get a little deviation there because you can really, you need it. See, I'll show you. This is going to get cut down a little bit. That's why we're going to cut it down. So I'll be back in a minute. I've got, actually, let me go ahead and stamp my envelope while I have my ink out here. Then I'll be back in a minute after I cut everything, run it through the Big Shot and get everything cut. I like that on the bottom in the middle. I like this little border on my envelopes. Very pretty. Let's see. Now we can also stamp right in here. Let's just get all this stamping out of the way. We can also stamp right here our Hello Friend right quick in our pretty, what color did I pick here? Oh yeah, Poppy Parade. Love that color. So pretty. Nice Christmas color also. Hello Friend right there. Okay? All right, I'm going to clean my stamps off and I'm going to get everything cut out. I'll be back in a minute and we'll put this card together. Okay, I'm anxious to make this pretty card. Now, I cut this back, and this then is a second layer at 5 by 3 3/4. If you cut each layer back by 1/4 of an inch, it gives you a nice 1/8 of an inch border around that highlights your work. Okay, so this will go here, and as you can see, that smoky slate really kind of gives you that spacing that you need, because if you were to put this Bermuda Bay on top of Bermuda Bay, it just fades into itself. Okay, so you just use a little bit of light color there, and it really sets it off. Also, you can go ahead and cut your smoky slate round circle framelit excuse me, out of the middle of this, okay, because you're going to put this on top of it anyway. So that's another way to, you know, save a lot of product. So that was wonderful. I probably had scrap and I was doing this in pieces, so that's what probably happened here. Okay, so we've already attached this and we have our inside in there. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love that. And, you know, I know it's the holiday season, but I am totally out of like Hello Friend or thank yous, you know, or your special kind of cards. So this afternoon, after I finish this video, I am going to make a bunch of these in different colors. You know, what's great, I think Melon Mambo would look beautiful. You know, you could switch it up. You could even do a black Hello Friend or switch it up with a smoky slate in there, something like that. So I think this is a versatile card, and you could just switch up your color and have a completely different look. I'm going to put our circle stitched framelit that has our beautiful stamp on it with our Hello Friend. See how close I cut that? How close it came to the dots? Do I have too much light? How's that? Why did I not see that like long ago? Okay. But right here, we're going to just make our little medallion, a nice element for the front of our card. And that layers on there just so nicely. Now with this, we're going to use our dimensionals. I hope you'll join me tomorrow afternoon. It's 3 o'clock on Sunday on my Facebook channel. This is something new that I've started, and I'll tell you what, I love it. I was so intimidated by it, guys. I mean, I've talked to you about it before. If I can't do something at 100%, and I'm getting more product in to help me to get it to where I want it, but I'm okay with it right now. And but you know, I didn't realize when I talk to you guys on YouTube and I can edit this video and everything, Facebook Live is not like that. You go, and if you make a mistake, oopsie daisy, hang on, and here we will just craft together the afternoon, you know, because that's just it. So much fun. I love the interaction. Now, this is, let me show you this. This is the new braided linen trim. It's in the holiday catalog. I thought this looked fantastic with this card. Just a little bit of a rustic element. I'm going to leave a tail on one end, just like that, and wrap it around so that I have double, so it's double, all right? I always work off the spool. It saves product. Yeah, so, you know, like here where you comment after I put the video up, I love the Facebook where you guys are commenting as I'm going. I love the interaction, the personal interaction with you guys. I just love it. I have to admit, I didn't think that I would love it as much as I do, but it's like I look forward to it, and I already, after the last video, I had already had the video ready to go for this weekend. I was so excited about it, and just had so much fun doing it last weekend. I've just already had the second one ready to go for this week. So I'm just going to cut these even. You watched me just make a little bow, and now this is all my scrap that I have right there because I worked off the spool. So we just wrap that around twice, and I just want to make sure that over here that they are spread to the distance that I want them to be. And if they're a little tangled up, just like take your tool and just, now's the time to put them where you want them, just like that, okay? Now my other bow on my other one went a little sideways and encircled it. I don't care how it goes. It's fine with me. So now with this, I'm going to use some tape, the big tape. I get this at Walmart in the stationery section. This is thick back here. Snail's not going to hold it. It's going to pick it up. You could use some Tombow, but you're going to get like bubbles right around here in your project, like a hump, okay? So I am going to use this tape. Stampin' Up! Does not sell it. You can use our, we have some long strips like dimensionals, it's adhesive strips, but I like this because it's thick. You need the thickness with something like this because, see, I want to hold that thread down, that linen thread down, and then I want to put my tape right here. And I just feel like it is so secure there, okay? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to make sure that I have this side exactly where I want it because this is like a one-time shot deal, guys. And I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to take my tape and just cut this. And again, I'm going to hold my twine down, and I'm kind of pulling it, not tight though, but with my hand I'm pressing it down this way so that I know on the other side it's flat. Then I'm going to take this and just lay it right here. Okay, and we put one piece in the middle and we're good to go there. Because that twine is so much thicker, I just think you need a thicker tape. So just peel these off. And this makes your card pop up really nice. I'm going to bring my card base in right here and turn this over. And now we want that 1/8 of an inch because we cut it down by 1/4. And we want to just lay that down just like that. And now we're going to take our element right here and we're going to place it over our twine, just like that, and just press it down. And I'm just going to let that bow go however that it wants to go. It doesn't matter to me. If it wants to come sideways now, we're good to go there. We can make it a little tighter maybe. There we go. However it wants to fall, I'm good with it. I have some white adhesive back sequins here, and I'm going to make like a triangle in each corner of the card, just like that, and then down here. So pretty. So happy with this card. Oh, love this. Love Bermuda Bay. Isn't that a pretty color? Just a happy color. Let's put that like that. Okay, here we go. We're done. Boom, just like that. Here are 2 cards for today. Ah, I love them. With envelopes. Now, this is featuring our Happiness Surrounds stamp set, and this is available until the end of the month, the end of November, or until supplies last. There's going to be a list at Stamping in the Valley with all of the numbers on it. I use the layering circle framelits, the stitch shaped framelits, and the beautiful buffalo check. I love the buffalo check as a background. You can't beat it. These 2 stamp sets, they're awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please go to stampinginthevalley.com, click on the big blue button, order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Products. Happy crafting!